episode of Let's Cook, Let's Chat. Your girl India Sweet here, and I apologize. I know I've been gone for a minute, but every show has to go on hiatus, and I needed a little break. But I'm back, and I'm well rested. As you see, slowly but surely starting to come down and drop that baby weight. That's because I've been eating clean and on a whole 50-day detox. I'm at day 30 right now, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So today we're going to keep up with the good, light, healthy fare recipes as we fix a grilled sockeye salmon with a crab and mango salsa over a delicious grilled asparagus and some cauliflower mash. A great, great meal that is guilt-free and you can actually have seconds and not feel bad at all. Okay, so first we're going to start out with our cauliflower mash. We want our cauliflower to start cooking. This is one head of cauliflower that I'm going to pour in here it's about, one got away. It's about 2.5 cups of water. And, just so you know, I'm not putting this one in the pan. I'll toss that to the side. Okay, so you're going to let that boil up for about 10 minutes or so because you want the cauliflower to be nice and tender. And this is just a mix of salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And actually, we're going to use this seasoning on everything today, so it makes life even easier. All right, stir that up. Make sure everything is covered. Let that boil for about 10 minutes. All right, now we're going to start on our grilled food. Everything else can be done pretty much on your grill that you have to cook. You can do it outside today. It was just a little bit too hot outside, so let me tell you something. But you don't want to see me on a too hot day over an even hotter grill. It's not pretty. So we're inside today. I have my grill set to about 400, 425. If you're outside, just use, your grill thermometer. I have 4 fillets of sockeye salmon that we are going to put here. You want that sizzle because you want a nice sear. Put our sockeye salmon on 1/2. And also, I already put salt and onion powder and the garlic powder on all of these fillets. I'll put a little bit more on the back. I love my skin on. If you love yours off, you can take yours off, but I just like mine on. Okay, we're going to grill up our corn for our salsa. Also, roll it in a little bit of olive oil. And then I have some asparagus here as well, also. Nice little toss in olive oil. You want to toss everything in olive oil before you put it on your grill. Everything. All right. I have some of my salt mixture here. Toss that a little bit over the asparagus. Okay, so real quick, I've been away for a very long time, so let me break down the past few weeks. One, I lost my child at the National Zoo, the most terrifying 10 minutes of my life. Got him back. Went to a lot of festivals, from wine to food to everything over a very short period of time, i.e. one of the biggest reasons for the 50-day detox. I'm at day 30 now, I said before. No sweets. The fried food, I haven't had anything fried, except one time I went to a cookout and they were frying fish outside. Look at that. That was my cousin Linda. It was at her daughter's Lenice's graduation. She graduated from high school. Congratulations. That's my girl. She's also amazing in the kitchen. Vegan, too, almost. It's really, really weird. I couldn't see myself going that far. What else did I do? Oh, I fell up the escalators at one of our national museums. The Museum of Natural History. Yeah, my son was falling. I reached out to grab him because my husband was standing right there kind of looking, and I fall down, scrape my knee, and he's like, oh, what did you want me to do? What do you mean what did I want you to do? I wanted you to get the child so I wouldn't fall, but that didn't happen, did it? No. Okay, so we're going to let our salmon Set up here. We got a nice little mark. So you want to turn it a quarter, turn it to 15. We were on 45 before, now turn it to 15. Okay, so we are going to let our cauliflower cook up, our grilled vegetables cook up, and we'll check back in about 10 minutes. And then nice and brown on the top, flip them over. Make sure you toss your vegetables too. Okay, our salmon are done first, so we'll remove those. And don't worry, while the stuff was cooking, I cleaned off the plate. Trust me, it's like, oh my gosh, she's putting cooked food back on that nasty tray. No, I practice food safety in my kitchen. Thank you very much. All right, our asparagus are done. And your corn is always going to be the last to finish up. All right, looks like our corn is done. You don't want it burned, just want to cook it and brown it up just a little bit. And our cauliflower is nice and tender, so I'm going to go and drain this. Meet you back here with the food processor, and we'll put this to the side for now. Reason number 2, we didn't grill outside today, because it's thunderstorming. Oh, I tell you, those good summer storms. A hazard of doing your show while you're actually in your house, in your kitchen, is your dogs barking when there's a storm outside. This is actually my kitchen. It's my home. I have 5 dogs: Sweets, Gizmo, Tiger, Spanky, and Kazoo, and they yip, yip, yap, and they get terrified when it thunders outside. So you'll probably hear them again. It's a work hazard. Okay, next up, we're going to do our cauliflower mash. So I already put our head of cauliflower in our food processor. If you don't have a food processor, of course, you can use a blender. I have some of our salt, onion, and garlic powder mixture here. Pour just a bit of that in there. Then I have, we'll put the top one, because I have 2 tablespoons of skim milk, but I like to pulse that in as I go to make sure I reach my desired consistency, because if you put it all in at one time, it might be too much, it might be too little. So I like to pulse it in. All right. Check it. All right, so in between us being away the last time, a lot has happened in the sports world. I mean, American Pharaoh won the Triple Crown, which I was so excited to see in my lifetime. Even went to a derby party. Check out my Fascinator. Cute, right? And I don't think I've ever screamed for a horse so bad at the Belmont Stakes in my basement. My husband ran downstairs and was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, American Pharaoh just won the Triple Crown. And he's like, don't do that. I'm thinking something is wrong. And I'm like, dude, that was history. Also, okay, we'll put just a little bit more of milk in there. Also, the NBA Finals, LeBron against all odds and hobbling teammates made it to the finals, as did the Splash Brothers, baby. All right, let's pulse in a little bit more. And I will say this. Yes, Steph Curry was amazing. Yes, Andre Iguodala, they all deserve it very much. But first and foremost, let's talk about one Mr. James. He might be 2-4 when it comes to the finals, but you cannot say that this man did not put that entire team on his back. He did something that has never been done before. He was 1 assist away from averaging a triple-double in the finals. And not just any type of average. He like 37 points, 36, 37, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. It's unheard of. It's not his fault. The guys just does not show up. And I hate saying that, because if you're in the NBA, you're a great player, and you know what? He should have had guys that showed up for him a little bit more than what they did. But for him doing everything with Kyrie out and Kevin Love, how freak were both of those accidents? I just don't know. Cleveland, they have a really shaky history of how they even got LeBron in the first place. So I don't know if they're ever going to win, just because that whole little thing where the lottery was supposed to be out in front of everybody, then it wasn't, with the blind owner in the back of LeBron come help save our franchise. Anyway, I'm not even going to go down that street. But Steph Curry put a exclamation on a storybook season, regular season MVP, then a championship, and how could you not love him and that beautiful family of his? So all in all I'll just say is Steve Kerr is really lucky that he got into a very, very good first-year team, because I still think Mark Jackson deserved a lot of that. It reminds me of Tony Dungy when he left Tampa and John Gruden came in there next year and won the Super Bowl with Dungy's team. Ty Willingham, Notre Dame, he got fired after 3 years. He didn't even get a chance for all of his recruits to come through. Charlie Weiss from New England comes in and win a bowl game, and then Charlie Weiss is a guru. He's just an offensive genius. Yeah, but what happened when Ty's recruits left? What happened then? Thank you very much. Anyway, all right, let's see. Let's taste our cauliflower mash, and it is perfect. Okay, so anyway, congrats to the Golden State Warriors. You deserved it. Okay, next up, we're going to work on our crab and mango salsa. All right, so let's get started on our crab and mango salsa. I have our 2 ears of corn that we grilled, and we are just going to shuck them ever so lightly. I love fresh corn off the cob this time of the year, and it's going everywhere. Just because it's so much sweeter than bagged corn. Okay, so, before we left, we talked about Bruce Jenner and, him coming out with the interview. Well, now we know her name is Caitlyn. And I tell you, I'm all right, and I'm all for, Bruce being Caitlyn now. I'm sorry, Caitlyn. But I knew he was turning to a woman, but who knew he was turning to a black woman? I don't know if you really ever heard her speak, a lot, but I find her with the, okay, I know. And he's like dragging out the syllables, and I'm thinking, okay, are we Caitlyn or Conquisha here? Because, hey, the Kardashian ladies love black men, and apparently Bruce has turned into a black woman. What can I say? The people love black women. And speaking of turning into black women, I guess you know where I'm going with this. Everybody's been talking about good old Rachel Dolezal, whatever her last name is. Bless her little sweetheart. So many people have been mad at her. And let me tell you something. I'm not mad. She picked the more difficult gender. She's already a woman. I can't say she picked that. She's already a woman. And then she chose to be a black woman. Now, for some of my other female racial counterparts, being a black woman is not very easy, especially in a society today where we are vilified as basketball wife hoes or love and hip hop hoes. They are not what black women really are, but that's how we are portrayed. And it's not very good. That between the angry black woman, blah, whatever. Anyway, she took the hardest one on. Okay, we're going to put our corn into our bowl here. And not only did she take it on, but she stood on the front line. She worked for the NAACP. For real. She was on oversight committees. She marched. She was doing work. So I can't be mad at her if she, Bruce want to be a woman, Rachel can be black. I tell you what, I'll take her. Y'all can have Stacey Dash and throw in Kanye West while you at it. How about we swap Bruce and Kanye too? I'll take that swap. I'm just saying. I can't be mad at old girl. She, we vilify her, but yet everybody loves Nicki Minaj with her fake booty, her fake breast, her fake eyes, her fake hair and everything, but we mad at Rachel. I can't do it. Anyway, okay, so I have 1 serrano pepper here chopped up finely. I have a half of an avocado here chopped up nicely, as well as a half a cup of red onions. Okay, we're going to toss these few things together. Then next up, I have my, of course, as always, my JD Gourmet balsamic vinegar. I'm trying to tell you, it is the best that is out there. It's aged. It's naturally sweet. JDgourmet.com. Check them out. Okay. I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Toss these together first. Nicely. A little bit more. Toss them up, and then I'm going to add in, I have 2 champagne mangoes here, or if you can't get champagne mangoes, which are like the best little thing on earth, you can get 1 nice size mango, but make sure it's very ripened, because champagne mangoes are very sweet, so you want to make sure your regular mango is nice and ripe and so it's sweet. Then we're going to fold these in here. Now we have 1 8-ounce serving of crab meat. Now I get regular lump for this one. You don't need the jumbo lump because it would get lost in here and it wouldn't, you know, mix nicely. So just the regular lump will do. Pour that in, and then we are going to flip it. Don't stir it because you don't want your crab to get dark because of the balsamic, so you just want to toss it in really lightly. All right, I think we are ready to plate. All right, now it's time to plate. So we're going to start out with a base of our cauliflower mash. And you don't have to go easy on the cauliflower mash because it's nothing but cauliflower, but it gives you the illusion of some good old mashed potatoes. Nice little bed there. Take some of our grilled asparagus, which is just so beautiful. Now our salmon. Okay, and we're going to top it off with our crab mango salsa. All right, now it's time to eat. Let's go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week on Let's Cook, Let's Chat. You came back, we caught up, we made a good meal, and we had a good time. I think so, right? We made our grilled sockeye salmon topped off with a crab mango salsa over our grilled asparagus and our cauli mash. Nice. Make it for a dinner party. Feel fancy smashy for an evening. And if you want to make it, any of these recipes and so much more, you know where to find me. Head over to my Facebook page, India Sweet. Also on Instagram at India Sweet. Don't forget to hashtag your stuff. Let's cook, let's chat, so you can see what I'm cooking and I can see what you are. That way we can find each other. And over there at Twitter, Indo Sweet Sports. Okay, so we've been talking about it for the past few weeks, and I told you all a long time ago, breast health, about getting the mammograms because I'm getting the girls taken down. So this will be the last time you will see me as Busty Betty. Hopefully when I come back, I'm more like Demure Deborah or something like that. I'm kind of toned down a little bit. I told you my shoulders and they can't take it anymore. You know, I know my husband is like, oh my God. But then I'll feel better. So if you see me, you're going to be like, she looks different. Yep, I sure will. All right, guys. Until next time, make sure you always enjoy your food and eat well.